I never thought a dress would become the center of one of the most emotionally draining experiences of my life. I'm Rachel, 20, a second-year university student, and this is the story of how my parents' favoritism towards my younger sister, Emily, 17, pushed me to my breaking point. Growing up, Emily and I were as different as night and day. I was the organized, responsible one, while Emily was, let's just say, spirited. She was always breaking things, losing them, or somehow ruining anything nice she got her hands on. Despite this, our parents always seemed to coddle her, making excuses for her carelessness and expecting me to pick up the slack. This dynamic wasn't just frustrating, it was exhausting and deeply hurtful, especially when it felt like my own accomplishments were overshadowed by Emily's constant needs. When I got accepted into university, I was ecstatic. My hard work had finally paid off, and I wanted to celebrate this milestone in style. I saved up for months from my part-time job and bought a beautiful teal satin dress for the university's welcome party. It was perfect, elegant but youthful, with just the right amount of sparkle. Little did I know, that dress would become a battleground for a family war and a symbol of everything I'd endured growing up. The trouble started a week before the party. I had hung the dress in my closet, still in its protective garment bag. Emily walked into my room one evening, her face lighting up when she saw it. "Oh my God, Rachel! Is this for your party?" she asked, running her fingers over the bag. "Yeah, I've been saving up for months." "Isn't it gorgeous?" I replied, a little wary of her interest. "It's stunning," she said, her tone shifting. "Can I borrow it for Sarah's birthday this Friday? It'll look amazing on me." I froze. Borrow? My brand new dress? Emily had a track record of ruining everything she borrowed. I thought of the time she spilled juice on my favorite sweater, or the time she lost my limited edition clutch at a party. "Sorry, Emily, but no. I haven't even worn it yet, and it's really special to me," I said as gently as I could. Her face twisted in frustration. "You're so selfish, it's just a dress." I thought that was the end of it. But Emily had other plans. The next day, my mom called me into the kitchen. "Rachel, I heard about the dress," she began, her tone already accusatory. "Mom, it's my dress," I said, preemptively defending myself. "Emily doesn't ask for much. Can't you let her borrow it just this once?" "She doesn't ask for much because she takes whatever she wants," I snapped, immediately regretting my tone. Mom sighed. "Rachel, you're older. You need to set an example. If she ruins it, we'll replace it." "Like you replaced my other things?" I countered. My voice was rising now. She never faces any consequences, and I'm tired of being the one who always has to sacrifice. Dad walked in then, backing Mom up. "Rachel, you're being dramatic. It's just a dress." I stormed out, fuming. It wasn't about the dress anymore. It was about years of being the responsible one, while Emily got away with everything. Meanwhile, I had my own problems to deal with. The welcome party was shaping up to be a big event, and I was helping plan it. I was in charge of coordinating the decorations, which meant late-night meetings with my friend and co-organizer, Liam. Liam was one of the few people who truly understood how overwhelmed I felt. During one of our meetings, I vented about the dress situation. "It's not just a dress," I explained. "It's the principle. I've worked so hard to get here, and it feels like they don't respect that." Liam nodded. "Honestly, Rachel, you need to stand your ground. You've earned this." His support gave me the courage to hold firm, even as my parents continued to pressure me. The night before Sarah's birthday, Emily made her move. I came home from class to find my closet open and the dress gone. My heart sank. I found her in the living room, twirling around in it. "Emily, what are you doing?" I shouted. "Relax, Rachel. I'll bring it back in perfect condition," she said dismissively. I snapped. "You had no right to take it." Mom and Dad rushed in, and instead of siding with me, they defended her. "Rachel, calm down. It's just for one night," Dad said. "No, it's not," I said, my voice shaking. "It's about respect. And clearly, I don't get any in this house." Before anyone could stop me, I grabbed my bag and left. I stayed at Liam's place that night, too upset to go home. We talked for hours, and he encouraged me to start setting boundaries with my family. He even suggested I look into moving into a dorm to create some distance. The next morning, I returned home to find Emily in tears. She'd spilled red wine on the dress, ruining it completely. For once, even Mom and Dad couldn't defend her. That incident was a wake-up call for everyone. I moved into a dorm the following month, using my savings to cover the costs. My parents' attitude towards Emily didn't change overnight, but they started respecting my boundaries more. Emily and I had a long talk, and while we're not as close as I'd like, there's hope for improvement. As for the dress, I never got to wear it. But in a way, it symbolized something more important. My realization that I deserved to prioritize myself. And that's a lesson I'll carry with me long after the dress is forgotten.